Hello, it is midday in Cairo, 5 a.m. in Washington. I'm Monita Rajpal.
And I'm Zain, Verjee. You're watching World One live from London. Also ahead, picking up the pieces, Cyclone Yasi leaves a trail of destruction as it tears through Australia's north.
The battle for the streets of Cairo goes on, and with it, the battle for Egypt's future. Our top story takes us straight to Tahrir Square. For a second day, supporters of President Hosni Mubarak are confronting anti-government protesters. Have gotten so tense, CNN's Anderson Cooper abandoned the street and resorted to broadcasting his show from an inside studio. Here's how he explained it to viewers around the world.
We've been advised to actually turn off our lights, get down on the floor, and try to barricade ourselves in. Well,
the Egyptian government broke its latest silence Wednesday, warning the international community not to interfere in Egypt's internal affairs. The foreign ministry also had sharp words for the protesters in Tahrir Square.
The issue,
well, whether or not it's an internal affair, the U.S., which provides at least $1.3 billion a year worth of aid for Egypt's military, has been letting the Egyptian government know its opinions. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton says she has spoken to Vice President Omar Suleiman, urging him to hold to account those people responsible for the violence. Well, we want to take you straight to Cairo now to see what the situation is, how the situation is developing. CNN's Arwa Damon is there. She joins us now. Arwa, what are you seeing today?
Well, Monita, it seems as if the crowd is still, to a lesser degree than yesterday.
Thousands of people are protesting on the streets of Sana'a, the capital of Yemen, competing demonstrations for and against the government. Ali Abdullah Saleh, who has been government, is an ally of the United States in the fight against Al-Qaeda and other terrorists. CNN's Mohammed Jamjoon is in Sana'a, where he's attended both pro-government and anti-government protests. Mohammed, let's begin first of all. These protests are being called the Day of Rage, and if that name is to give any hint as to what we can expect, describe for us what you're seeing today.
well, Monita,
also been pro-government protests and demonstrations taking place in the capital there as well.
We're going to continue to watch and see what happens on this so-called Day of Rage in Yemen. You are watching World One live from London.
Queensland is reeling from one of the most violent cyclones it has ever seen. It was, of course, weather conditions there in the United States, also on the other side of the world, in Australia, where there is a cyclone. We all want to know where it's heading next. Meteorologist Jennifer Delgado is at the World Weather Center. We saw that it hit Queensland first. Fortunately, no one was injured and no casualties reported. Where is it headed to next?
Yeah, you know, Monita, I want to point out to you, it's so great to hear that nobody was injured, because I have to point out to you, the local authorities...
One of the fiercest rivalries in the world of football will flare back into life in the final of the Spanish Cup. And who else to tell us about it? Pedro Pinto.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right, how are you?
I was enjoying watching that groundhog there.
Punxsutawney Phil?
Is that his name?
I feel sorry for him. I really do. Cranked out.
Does it really work?
Some say it does, but I guess it's what they call the almanac, the farmer's almanac, or,
okay.
You know.
All right, sorry, I've just wasted 30 seconds of your show talking
your
about
time.
nothing. Yeah. All right, I'll get down to business. Monita, you really should follow what the Cavaliers are doing. They really can't do it much better than that.
Oh, King James they're thinking about, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
All right, Pedro, thank you very much. You are watching World One live from London.
It's a traditional celebration for millions of people across Asia. You know what I'm talking about,
I know exactly
right?
what you're talking about.
You're watching World One live from London. I'm Zain Verjee.
I'm Monita Rajpal. Thank you for watching CNN.